Diversity and inclusion remain pernicious problems, especially in tech. We see that there's a whole web of biases that begin very early and go all the way through the education system, the application procedures to tech, how you get an assignment, how you get a promotion, and why people leave tech unhappy. The Leaky Tech Pipeline is our way of looking at the interconnectedness of all of these biases and how they keep people out of tech.
In every grade, you see the leak. Imagine the inequalities and imagine the lack of access versus a kid that has all kinds of experts and experienced teachers. Imagine those two kids coming to the same college. That's leaking because most likely, based on statistics, this kid is also going to drop out. If we were able to remove all the barriers, we would be able to level the playing field for everyone.
Growing up, definitely some obstacles, going on. I was 15 when I finally knew what computer science even was. It had always just been this kind of far off thing. So you got some schools with computer science classes in more wealthier neighborhoods, and then you got schools who are missing art because they can't fund it. A lot of people from my community don't get that exposure. We don't get told about it. Our teachers aren't encouraging us to make LinkedIn accounts, how to write cover letters, how to write resumes. That's part of the problem, and that's something that I hope to be a part of changing one day.
We can have these groups who focus on the education and getting people really primed and ready to go. Then we need to be sure that we're fixing the leaks past there. Make sure that when they apply to the job, that the pipeline doesn't leak at the resume review time, that it doesn't leak at the interview time. When the hiring teams are making the decision, it's all about culture fit. When people say culture fit, they're often meaning these social traits. The research shows that when you start to make decisions based on things like demographics, based on things like whether or not you like hanging out with someone, the performance that you get is much less than just hiring people based on the skills for the job and the values.
There are portions of the pipeline once you get in where you can just fall out. I'm a co-founder of Project Include, sort of a guide for startups to build more diverse and inclusive environments from the start. I was at another company for 9 years, and it was very homogenous. The environment didn't have very many people of color. Seeing nobody else that looked like me was kind of alienating. Women of color, people of color, trans people, people who aren't heterosexual, people who have different abilities, veterans. There are so many different people out there who are not feeling included in their workplaces. It's on the companies to improve their inclusivity, to make it a welcoming and warm place for everybody and not just one specific type of person.
The Leaky Tech Pipeline website is a way of mapping and connecting would-be collaborators, everybody who wants to solve the problem, is also to be able to build empathy. What's it like to have somebody doubt your skills, doubt your talent, doubt your ability?
We cannot have a homogenous set of people represented in the next industrial revolution. We need to have everybody represented.
Would it be, my sons or my family members, who will be in my shoes one day to not feel like that's something that's unobtainable?
If we're all at the same level, it can be more based on meritocracy. I think the future is so bright.
If there's not talent from all kinds of backgrounds with all kinds of ideas, tech can't grow.
We gotta get to where everyone feels like they can be part of this economy. The world can be a better place by understanding the value that everybody brings.